Because Rahetalius got denied a spot as being a content creator. Or rather, as part of the creator program, lol. I'm going to start off this video slash stream highlight by saying, yeah, Rahetalius, pretty big WarFrame YouTuber, I guess. 86.9k subs, that's pretty decent. I'm going to say this, not surprised he got denied. And apparently he's not surprised either, so there we go. Trainman. Sunny Boy, if you want to, you can look up like some of the biggest dramas in the WarFrame community. There's a good to fair chance that Rahetalius is part of it in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what he has to say. I'm curious what he has to say, actually. I've gone through some of his other videos before.
Was a hype squad all along?
Always has been.
Lol. Wow, okay, that's one hell of a nice meme.
Honestly, I'm not going to bother with an intro, since I'd rather not waste your time. Hello there. Trainman here.
Whoa,
Just in case you don't keep up with the latest in epic WarFrame gamer news, and honestly I don't blame you if you don't, my application for the WarFrame creator program has been rejected. To absolutely nobody's surprise. I say this because given my, history with DE.
Okay. I've gone through this video and I've gone through, I think it was this video. I've gone through this video, I've gone through this video. In both of these videos. Oh wait, did I go through this one? No, I didn't go through this one. I just watched it in my own time. I went through these two. In both of these videos, there were a lot of really good points that he put out, and there were also quite a number of points where I'm just like, not really. Not really feeling it on some of those points. So, you know, it's kind of an ebb and flow thing. Some of the things I disagree with him on, but some of the things he was smack bang on. So there we go.
In the past, it would be rather odd, if anything, on the off chance that they would accept my application. However, ever since DE announced the creation of the WarFrame Creator Program, I intentionally did not make any videos that could be considered controversial, just to see if DE would be evaluating content creators based on recent content or overall content.
I hope they really are, like, I hope they really are judging all content, which is probably the case with, especially since Rahetalius didn't get in. Because there's a certain someone that I think will probably not get in if you really judge their previous content. Anyway, let's keep going.
Judging by the reaction, it's safe to assume they look at channels completely, rather than focusing on recent stuff. Now then, some of you might be asking, what happens now? Well, the same shit as always, naturally. Those of you who have followed me since the beginning, if any of you are still even here, know that I was not always an officially supported content creator, so to speak. Given that I've been in and out of the partner program multiple times, both for work-related reasons and out of personal choice to just leave. This isn't that much different to me. The only real difference is that now I'm basically permanently not approved of by DE. So now I'm in the ex-partner and not a partner Cool Kids Club.
DJ, of all the big-time YouTubers, I actually find Rahetalius to be the most tolerable. I find that Rahetalius actually seems to make the most agreeable points. You look at other big-time YouTubers and like the way that they discuss things, and it's all like one-head takes. At least with Rahetalius, there appears to be at least some consideration involved when he discusses things, so I actually respect him a lot more than all the other big-time YouTubers.
Along the likes of people like Sabuchi, Xanagoth, Better Name Pending, Stalord D. The list goes on and on.
Wait, Stalord D isn't... Wait, what?
A Cool Kids Club. Along the likes of people like Sabuchi, Xanagoth, Better Name Pending, Stalord D. The list goes on and on.
Wait, Stalord D is... Really? Stalord D isn't in the creator program? Or did he just not care? Probably just didn't care.
Does it suck that I...
Okay, DJ, if you don't agree, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Can't really what's the word I'm looking for? Convince you otherwise, I guess, but that's just how I feel.
I no longer get everything in the game for free? And I most likely will no longer have access to the test server? A little bit yes, to be honest. However, considering that no longer being subject to the rules of being a partner or creator no longer apply to me, I would say that's a very good trade-off. What do I mean by this?
Rahetalius Unleashed, let's go.
Official content creators for WarFrame have to sort of refrain from being controversial in any way. Because after all, you can't be controversial when DE officially recognizes you, or else you look bad. For example, a few months back they removed Dogman Dan's official partner status and glyph in a matter of days simply because he said, "All lives matter," to DE Steve on Twitter. Is that a retarded thing to say?
Wait, hold on.
And
That's the reason? I thought it was just because you shared some stuff, damn.
by extension,
okay, I didn't even
does
know
that
that.
make Dogman Dan kind of an idiot for saying that? Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
However, this is DE we're talking about. So naturally, Dogman Dan was quickly given the boot from the partner program over political remarks not related to WarFrame that were made in a third-party website. That being said, that doesn't mean Dan's not entitled to his opinion, regardless of how batshit stupid it is. In a very strange way, being an outcast under the eyes of
Stan, real quick. You should never mix politics with business. That's true. The problem is, though, it's like when you say, like, "Oh, don't mix politics with my games." The actual full feeling from people who say, "Oh no, don't mix politics with games. Don't mix politics with business," is don't mix politics that I don't agree with business, with those games. That's usually what happens. I feel like at this point, politics is just everywhere. You can try to avoid it, but at some point, it's just, I feel like it's inevitable that it's just going to come up. Like, I don't think it's necessarily responsible to just straight up ignore it either, you know? Anyway.
DE is kind of appealing, if I'm to be completely honest. During my entire time as a WarFrame partner, I have never, ever received any recognition from DE on any official channels. Unless
Lol.
you include previous Twitter shenanigans.
That doesn't count.
And
that doesn't
honestly,
count.
I
They're
was and
literally
still
all
am
they're literally all
perfectly fine with
dogpiling on
that.
you. I don't think that counts.
Not being an official partner or creator means I no longer have to worry about potentially being controversial.
Whoops. The worst part about this, if you ask me, is that being quote-unquote controversial seems to just be like, "Oh no, you hurt my feelings." I feel like being controversial should also include saying things that are just so hilariously objectively wrong, and then steering the community towards hilariously objectively wrong ideas that make absolutely no sense. And yet when you say, "Hey, the things that you said are hilariously and objectively wrong," they're like, "Oh, you're just a shill." Like, I feel like that needs to be included in what is called controversy, because making stuff up and telling people, "Oh yeah, this is bad because of things that aren't actually part of the game," that doesn't make any sense to me either.
In any content that I make, so long as it obviously does not break the actual rules of WarFrame, such as hacking, or being racist, or something equally bad. In other words, not being officially recognized by DE means or being racist,
Hang
or
on.
some content that I make, so long as it obviously does not break the actual rules of WarFrame, such as hacking, or being racist,
Okay.
or something equally bad.
Apparently being racist is against the rules in WarFrame. Did I hear that correctly? I mainly bring this up because when someone says quote unquote all lives matter, that's the thing. You can't, at this point, the way that phrase is used cannot be used in a quote unquote non-racist way. The reason why it even exists is because it's a knee-jerk response to Black Lives Matter. So like you can't really use those words together and be like, yeah, no, I'm not being racist, because that's literally how, well, that's not literally, I won't say literally, that's the worst way of saying it. That's essentially how that phrase works. That phrase is only a response to a specific response about race. But that response, but saying all lives matter is a response against that. So that's why, to me anyway, that's why it made a lot of sense that he got yeeted from the program. What do you guys reckon?
In other words, not being officially recognized by DE means I no longer have to censor myself in anything that I make, since I no longer have to worry about having an arbitrary content creator status be removed. All of you that watch my content already know that my style of content is just me being blunt and opinionated, or factual depending on the topic at hand.
Damn,
Not having to be
editing of this
restrained by an
video is
arbitrary
like
filter of being a WarFrame
nearly
partner or
non-existent.
creator means I can better make WarFrame content however I please. And that is something I like, to say the least. Does that mean I'm suddenly going to become some clickbaity shitlord or some drama whore all of a sudden? Of course not.
Oh, Rahetalius talking about people who are drama whores, but not showing the person that I'm pretty sure I know who he's talking about. Oh, Rahetalius, you're already censoring yourself right now, buddy.
That's not and never will be my style, because again, I don't make YouTube content for money, nor
Wait,
do I have
for
a
real?
Patreon or some...
Wait, for real? He doesn't actually monetize his videos? That's interesting.
make YouTube
I
content
didn't even know
for
that.
money.
Okay.
Nor
Wait.
do I have a Patreon or
I
some
totally know
other
that,
form
I
of
just
revenue
forgot.
from YouTube. Everything I've done and continue to do here is because I want to. Not for money. Not for wanting attention like some fuckwits that dislike me would say, but because I want to. That's how I was when I started my channel years ago, and that's how I'll continue to be. It's that simple. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.
Okay.
Because I have things to do.
Interesting. Okay. I'm actually excited for, like I said, I'm actually excited for, Rahetalius Unchained. This is going to be an interesting time. Let's see how far he's going to go, knowing that he has less consequences to deal with now. Mainly because he's not part of a thing anymore. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting.